But anyways, I went to Whole Foods and I also got some macarons. I basically I'm gonna go try them out. I think I've had few, but not as the other ones. This is lemon. This one is low-key giving red velvet. Not me like eating dessert before actually eating food. Oh. Also got an Earl Grey, I think it is. I never got the idea of an Earl Grey. I feel like that's a tea, but it might be just me. Some people just don't need to drive. Anyways, this is a very different one. I don't know what this is. I just got it because I was curious. I feel like it's blueberry. It has blueberry filling. This is lavender. It tastes like perfume. Okay. Oops, wait. With a zesty apple cider vinaigrette. I think I got the wrong one, but it's okay. I don't mind. I don't care. I got myself anyways. Like I was saying, I was supposed to be filming content yesterday, which is Thursday. Today's Friday. And I was so getting ready. I was like even cleaning my car before heading to my friend's place. And he comes and texts me. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, like last minute meeting came up. I'm like, what do you mean last meeting? And he was like, yeah, I won't be able to make it. Girl. I was like already on my way over there. And I felt so sad because I had my whole day planned. Like for doing content for those amount of short hours. But it never ended up happening. And I never ended up doing the content. First of all, I get scared, but not because of like what people might think, but because of my safety as a woman. Let's just put that out there. I'm very cautious of like not how people see me, but like on how some people view and I know some men. I guess I'm more scared of men. It's scary being a woman out here and trying to like look cute and then yet again you get catcalled or you get sexually assaulted, which that has happened to me, by the way, twice. And it's not fun. That's why I always ask people to be like, hey, like, do you mind going with me to do this and this and this? And if they're like, yeah, of course, awesome, perfect. But I don't go if at least I don't have one person. It can be a girl, it can be a boy, it can be anybody. But it's just scary knowing the fact that anything can happen in that moment. Okay, this is gonna fly off. Did they just give me a 9? I like it. Ooh. It's gonna be like, excuse my mind. Anyways, anything can happen to anybody. And so I am not just willing to risk it. And the people that I want them to like help me out, they don't want to. And I'm learning to do things by myself, if you know what I mean. It's just scary doing them actually. You have so much time for yourself. Like, I'm always cautious to what I'm doing. Like right now, there might not be a lot of people at the park, but I still get paranoid because anything can happen. It's actually really good. One moment, please. girl, my salad's gonna fly off. And I've been going to all of these gatherings, and it's been fun and all, but there's some, at the end of the day, I know not every girl wants to like hang out 24/7, and I get that, I understand that. But what I want to do is, I have my mornings available until 2, depending on what days, of course. And I want to be able to do content. I do feel like I want a friend to like motivate me, and I know like it comes with also motivation within myself and discipline within myself to become where I want to be, which is like a creator and like making sure like people feel safe and welcomed and like not judged, or like it's okay to do things by yourself, because it's really difficult out here, especially in Utah. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but especially in Utah, it's really difficult because everybody's like basically married. Like half of my friends are married. Half of my friends have girlfriends and boyfriends. It's very difficult making friends, especially when you know that you don't fit in with anybody of the group because you want to go a different direction. Like I'm talking about, I go to school and I go to class, and when I try to talk about my thing that I want to do, they're like, oh, like it's weird for them, you know, and that's fine. It's not normalized yet as much. And I like, at the same time, I try to like, you know, I try to hang out with these people, but I just don't feel, first of all, I don't feel welcome. Second of all, it's very, I don't feel like I belong in that certain type of group because we don't have like the same things and same dreams. And it's good to have like a balance, you know, of everybody having different things, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just like lonely. I'm at this stage where I'm like super lonely right now. And I know that I should take this as a prioritization to like work on myself, get better physically, mentally, emotionally for sure. And try new things, try to make new friends. Scheduling a Pilates class, crazy, huh? I'm like, all of these hobbies that I'm trying are gonna be scary as hell because first of all, none of my friends are active. I wanna try all these new things, like I made all of these appointments, like yoga, Pilates, inside, outside, pottery, everything, because I want to try it out. And I wish I had a friend to try it out with, because first of all, who doesn't like going with your partner, with their bestie? Korean banana milk with matcha from, I'll probably just like pop it up and hear the name because I can't pronounce it, but it's really good. I didn't use any sweetener, but definitely just good, the balance of the banana and the matcha. So I literally, the only reason why I'm not speaking on this video is because I'm super drained. Like when I tell you I'm super drained, I triple booked like for the last 2 days, and the next day, like where I was very, very calm, I didn't even get to rest, because even then every Sunday I'm with my siblings. Like that's my spending time with them. So I was so mentally drained. And then today's Monday, woke up super late. I literally put my alarm for 6. I woke up at 10. I've been in such drainage. Friday, I literally went on a 7-mile hike, I believe, with a friend. And it was somewhat 4 to 5, 7. I can't remember what it was. He had the number. Then after, I had to go handle stuff for the business. And that took quite some time. And getting ready. And at the same time, by the time I got home. I have done all of my errands. I haven't eaten. That's one of the things too. I was like so busy that I don't even remember what I ate. I kept going to Costco. I kept doing all of these errands. And the next thing you know, it's already 6. Oh, I did have some period time, 2 to 3 hours to like edit and stuff like that. And I was gathering everything, as you can see in the calendar, if I show you in somewhat of the video. But I literally was not there. I got ready for 6. I went to go see Pierce the Veil in Salt Lake City in the Credit Union amphitheater. And then after that, super windy, horrible for the last 2 days. Horrible. Like literally it's wind of dirt, like literally everywhere. It was horrible. The following day, I wake up again, do my I went on a hike and then did my 5K. I also went with my cousin, and I ended up bringing her to do errands with me because I was running out of like time, and I was like, OMG. Yeah, like that's what was basically happening. Moral of the story. Oh, I had to go get a facial. I've been planning this facial for a month with a friend that I met at a girls get together, I guess, and in Utah that they have here just to make friends. And we had it scheduled a month like in advance, and everything was going smooth. I didn't know that I would triple booked, keep in mind. And then one of basically my godmother's daughter. Oh, you guys are about to die. You need to give me one moment, please. Basically, my godmother's daughter was gonna have a quinceañera. So after the facial, it was a 40-minute drive heading over there. It took another 40 minutes for the facial, and I'm gonna post it on my Instagram, TikTok, all of my social media where it includes reels. And then another 40 minutes back to my house. So I was already cramping out of time, and I already had my hair done just to be sure. I did my makeup, got back home, did my makeup, and then I took my sister and me, we went to the quinceañera, and I stayed there for about 2 to 3 hours. Until my mom came to like, you know, all of my family to have the rest of the table because everybody was like taking tables, this and that. After, I ended up leaving early and I had a rave. This rave was planned like 2 to 3 months in advance, and I didn't know my godmother's daughter was gonna end up having her quince like 2 weeks before I knew, like before she started handing out the invitations. And I was like, excuse me, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna go to the facial? How am I gonna go to the 15, get ready to the 15 and go to the rave? So I ended up leaving like around 7:30, got home, changed, and I called my friend. I was like, hey, I'm heading over there because it was my first, like her first time going to a rave. So I wanted her to have a great experience. And then we were having so much bad luck. We had to take Uber because the wind was horrible and I didn't know if I was going to drink or not, or if she was, and we weren't going to be able to, you know, end up, you know, driving sober. We got there like around 9 probably. We waited for our friend, like one of my cousin's friends. She was gonna come with us, and I told her, hey, like, come on, like, let's join, you know, let's make a little group and have fun. We ended up doing that. We had lots of fun, lots of rave, lots of great experiences, lots of drinking. Like, honestly, after all, we were gonna leave like around, we ended up leaving the place around 12:30 midnight, and we got out. Once you go out of the rave, you can't go back in, like, keep in mind. And so I remember my friend was like, hey, I can't get my car to open with my one key, and there's only one key like lock to access the whole entire car. And I'm over here like, on top of that, it was raining, it was super windy, it was like dirt. At the same time, even harder, like it started raining at this point, it started dripping. We were like in the next freaking like Whoville or whatever. But yeah, we were like a good 30 to 40 minutes outside with the wind and the rain and like everything. And we ended up going to the entrance to like get at least like a shield, because at this point I wasn't functioning. I was like, because keep in mind, I was like half naked. Literally half naked.
So we were there and I was like shivering, non-conscious, like, oh my gosh, like I just need to go home. And then I told my friend, we've been trying, we're gonna go our separate ways, and my friend ended up getting an Uber, but it took almost 25 minutes to locate an Uber because there was no way of accessing like the property or whatever. And we were like, what the fuck? Are you joking? Are you freaking joking? So I was like, dude, just cancel it and like let's just call somebody. We ended up calling someone, and we ended up calling her parents to pick us up actually, because they offered at first, but we didn't want to bother them because like it was very, at this point it was already 1:30 and everybody started almost heading out. Like we started having like a lot of people packed. I was like, we really gotta leave before it gets hell. So I think another 30 minutes, 40 minutes went by, and we finally, her parents ended up picking us up, thank God. And I ended up spending time at her house because by the time we got home it was like 1 or 2, I can't even remember. Moral of the story, I'm not gonna like whatever happens, I have to cancel somewhat because I can't be having like all of this, like these plans on top of me. Oh my goodness, it literally took my soul out. That's why I'm not speaking in this video in the beginning, or if I end up doing so, I'm gonna be like this. Because on top of that, I was screaming my lungs on Friday for Pierce the Bill, seeing my boyfriend. Oh my god, so freaking handsome. If you were me, you do the same. Oh, I want to set up something so you guys can start. Like, I want to do low-key my matcha videos. So you guys, do you think you guys will like it if I start doing my matcha videos? Because honestly, I think with the caffeine that already has this, I'm already like I'm getting there. It posted. Go like it right now. Go like it.